Hang on a minute. Hey, guys. Sorry, the signal is really not liking it today. But I do have to say, I am outside, right outside where the signal is at its strongest. It is showing on my phone that the 4G Wi-Fi is picking up at 5 bars. So it isn't liking what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it again. Right. I want to show you people something. I want to hopefully not prove it right now, but I'm going to prove it to you at some point. I am immediately standing under Johnny 5. Johnny 5 can see my face right now. Standing under Johnny 5. Currently, I want to know whether Johnny 5, I wear a hat purely to protect myself from face recognition. We are not being well, I can tell you so far now that 18 countries I know 100% are being policed by face recognition, and then obviously the dog's bodies come out if the computer said somebody is outside. They are very specific that you must be in your own home. Very specific. You can't be in another person's home. Now, one said Jamie is actually up at the window. I don't know if he's got a light on so you can actually see, just for my protection. And that is my window, that is just up there, and my camera to my computer is seated just above me, just in case my phone is taken off of me. Oh, don't like it, run devil, like it. What have you found? That's your paper aeroplane from earlier.
It's up there.
It is, that's your paper aeroplane that you threw out the window that's actually got all Mummy's details for her rent charges and everything on it. Which computer AI is going to kick me out of my property soon, because we are actually I have a £14 that I have to pay on top of it for my council tax and my doodah thing, which we can't actually pay at the moment because obviously the office is closed. And computer says no, we might get kicked off. So basically my theory, and not just the theory, I'm starting to get... I just have to keep stopping, guys, because it's giving me a flash up, and when I go back this whole video might not be there. Yes, darling. The wheels, what's happened to the wheels? Water, no, that's for the water for the cats. Yeah, and can you bring the truck on? I have full signal stood where I am. I'm outside to give me and the boys a bit of breath of fresh air. If it is one said coronavirus, then one is fine right now, because obviously there is nobody out here. As I've said, I have 2 little toddlers that don't understand personal boundaries. I'm still teaching them personal boundaries. But what I'm trying to prove at the moment is we are being policed by face recognition. What I don't know is when it's going to come into the UK. So I'm going to come down here every night at 10 o'clock if my boys are up. As you know, Shiloh did go to sleep. He's been woken up. So I've decided to let them just come down here. Yes, it's our neighbour. He's fine. He's cool. Yeah, you're not going out there. We're staying in the garden. Because once I leave the garden, the problem that I've got is we live in a city. So we could end up anywhere. The anxiety that I have is, as you know, the other day I went up to Asda and then we stopped off at the beach just to let the boys have a bit of a play. My neighbour came with me, luckily, because I'm so high anxiety about being in a situation where I am detained by the police, either detaining me for wrongful arrest or detaining me. Now that's funny, I had a full battery, it's just gone down to 20 for some reason. Or detaining, sectioning me, or anything like that. Now, call me a conspiracy theorist, as you would like to do, or call me a stakeholders meeting investigator for unethical code and conduct. I don't know, we'll come up with some title. But anyway, I'm going to go and work for AI, I've decided. So the thing is, I can prove to you that AI will be fully connected. I would probably estimate a guess of probably say, what's a prolific date in May? To me, obviously my birthday, which is the 17th of May. Don't you dare throw mud at me. The 13th of May, which was the last date that I saw Aaron and Faith. My Aunt Melody's is the 23rd. What else have we got in May? I know full well that all of the courses for training for AI are all deployed by the 21st of May. So that means that the facilities will be available to be teaching it, therefore it has to be available to be able to do that. So I'm going to go on the courses, I'm going to go all the way in. They know it's me out here, so potentially I won't have this issue, but once AI puts a order on the system, then the monkeys have got to follow it. So it doesn't matter if they know me personally, it doesn't matter if they understand me, it doesn't matter if they like me, it doesn't matter if they hate me, it doesn't matter whether they want to come out to me or not, or whether they have to play paper, scissors, rocks on who's got to deal with the most fucking annoying Kelly Cottam. And I'm sure they must hate having to come out to me. I'm sure social workers must really fucking hate coming out to me, and I'm sure police must be really fucked off with me. I believe that we are being held in our houses by a computer system. And I'm willing to even gamble, and I'm not even a gambling woman. Shush. Now, I'm not usually a gambling woman. Oh, sorry, I have to keep stopping because it keeps flashing up on my screen to say that I've completely lost connection. However, I am on a high grade. I'm right outside the council office. This is the council office. Now, something happened the other day, guys. There is no council around here, and my neighbour needed some help. And we sort of someone made a phone call. Like, what's the matter, dude? What is it? It's not a poo, darling. It's dead leaf. It's a dying leaf. It's fine. Can you bring that on the grass on the garden where it's a little bit quieter? Are asleep. Right, but anyway, I'm willing to guarantee you 100% that you will not be allowed out to play until AI is 100% built into the systems in the UK. I am willing to put, see you later night, I'm willing to put an absolute bet on it. I'm not a gambling woman, but I'm willing to turn around and sign a fucking piece of paper that gives you permission to completely... Yeah, I'm willing to just hand over. You can section me, mate, if I'm wrong. I'll sign a piece of paper that says if it's not liking this, it's cutting me out. I'll sign a piece of paper that says that if I am completely and utterly mentally mad, that I have the rights to be sectioned and detained and injected in the ass. Oh, don't touch that, it's dirty. If, here in the UK, we are not being completely and utterly screened through face recognition to know when we've been out, how long we've been out, what we're doing, whether it's exercise, and monitoring our feelings and emotions. And I'm expecting, if my theory be to be true, let's call it a hypothesis, that we will be antagonising our behaviours. Like it, devil don't like it. Oh, the devil don't like it. It's not me, I'm not mad, guys. It's like, I do question it sometimes. But hey, too much evidence, too much stuff, too much things, too much understanding. It's just up for you to research it, basically. It's just up for you to connect the dots together with how G1 came in, what the death rate was then, what went on. Yes, there can be viruses out here. Yes, there can be coughs and colds. But here's a question I want you to answer. Now, a little boy is laying in hospital with one said coronavirus, has been told he's got 5 days to live. One said Boris Johnson is out of hospital. Currently in New York, people are dropping like flies. I have a friend who's told me her sister's died, her brother's died, her cousin's died. She's sitting in her fucking... Now again, I don't know anyone personally in my family or anything here in the UK. But I know there are people now on social media. But what you've got to be careful with is some of these are being done on AI designed videos. Okay? Don't believe every video that you're watching. Yes, no. Chances are they can be from another department that's not dealing with the crisis, and they are just building morale. A lot of them look genuinely happy. People don't look particularly worried. Are people dying? Are people not dying? Or is our fear monitored. This phone's really not going to let me do this. I would like to see if I can get some credit on. I can get cash. It's just that I go on my phone. I wanted to talk about, but I want you to test it out as well. I want you to, because I'm dealing with my own anxieties. I want to go and get Dean, basically. Dean's stuck, can't get off the trains out of London, and I'm getting really annoyed now because I'd have fucking walked if it was me. If I'd been at work, I'd have walked. Oh, hang on, here we go. Civilian or professional? Oh, he's not up there. I was just checking if you're a civilian or security or police. I'm waiting for AI to let them know I'm out here. Civilians, you know, people are out and about walking around. Is it restricted to 1 hour? How do they know? Is it being policed? Is it being governed? We haven't been or court ordered. Don't do that, you don't throw it. Police are acting as if it is law. No law has actually been legally passed. Sort of, not really. It's just the fact that it's been classed as a high emergency. But if you know, it was actually classed not a high emergency quite a while ago. But there's lots of stuff going on. There's lots in completely different ways. There's lots of things coming at us from points of view. Sorry, it's really not letting me on this phone, guys. I'd like to sort of push it a bit and go out there outside my garden, but